fun budget girl here. You know what I get all the time just from people that I meet in everyday life, and I find out like who I am and what I do and stuff like that. I get, you're super busy, and I'm just like, yeah, I am. I'm gonna burn out like a star one day, just black hole. But until then, go me, I get it done. Here's how. So, super fun topic today. Our Life on a Budget and Marriage and Motherhood started this collab, and they asked me to be a part of it, and it is called Finding Time for YouTube While Having a Full-Time Job. And I have a full-time job. I have more than a full-time job. I am the editor of a weekly newspaper in Arkansas, and right now I am the only one putting that together every week. I usually have a reporter to help me, and I don't have one of those right now. So I'm running on about 60 hours a week minimum, and that was like with the reporter. So ATM, a lot of hours a week going into my job. But I do still find time to put up 3 videos a week on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you 5 of my best tips on how I make that happen, because YouTube is actually really cool. And I really enjoy doing this, and it can be kind of cathartic to do it. But I didn't start out doing 3 videos a week, and I certainly didn't start out expecting to actually be able to make money on YouTube. But that's what this collab's about, is showing you how to, all of our best tips on how to shuffle YouTube into your best, make it your best life and make money on here and just be increasingly awesome. Tip number 1, start tiny, like tiny. Start really little. Like if this is what you want to do, start with like this, or maybe like just a handle. So here's the thing. Everyone kind of goes into YouTube thinking, hey, this is a really cool thing. I could make money doing this. Really enjoy this. I could gain this audience. I could gain these friends and have this huge support system. But it doesn't happen that fast for most people. For me, my first year on YouTube, I had less than 1,000 subscribers. In fact, I think my first 6 months on YouTube, I had less than 200 subscribers. Now, that's not the way that it works for everybody. Some people come on the scene, they have amazing video quality, amazing personalities, and you just want to watch them, and they go from 0 to 5,000 in just a couple of months. But that may not happen to you. That didn't happen to me. Though my channel has been super blessed beyond what I thought it would, but you can't gauge your happiness level on YouTube with how many subscribers you have or how many views you're getting or how much money you're making. That's how you get burnout, and that's how you get disappointed. And I honestly think that you can tell when you're watching YouTube channels of YouTubers that are just kind of going through the motions, like they've developed a following, they're now counting on the paycheck, and they don't really enjoy it anymore. I think you can tell, and I think that that's sad, because this should be a fun thing. So when I say start small, I mean if you start your channel, commit to yourself, maybe 1 video a week. I wouldn't say anything less than 1 video a week, because that's how you end up posting like once every 3 months, and you're not going to be able to build a base like that because people aren't going to know when to expect things from you. However, I only posted a actual like promise on my channel banner of uploads 3 times a week recently. Like before, it was a promise to myself, upload 1 video a week, and then as I got more comfortable and I got more excited about it, I increased it, and I tried to say, okay, well, I'm going to start trying to do 2 videos a week, try to start doing 3 videos a week. And it's always been kind of a surprise of how many videos I'm going to have this week. I might decide to do a video every day, or I might decide to just do the minimum. But make yourself a smaller promise than you think that you can keep, and check in often to make sure that you're still enjoying it, because it's not worth it if you're not enjoying it. Number 2, set aside a time every week to get your filming and your editing done. What I didn't necessarily know when I started was that editing takes about twice as long as filming at minimum, and that's even if you're not really doing that much editing. That's just processing, uploading all your tags, making your thumbnails, stuff like that. And I started off basically not doing any of that, but there is a minimum that you have to do, and it takes more time than you think. So you don't necessarily have to do it on the same day or the same time every week, but do at the beginning of your week, set aside a time to get it done. That way you don't end up going through the entire week and not having produced anything. What I also like to do is I film on the weekends, generally on Saturday or on Sunday, usually when the light's out. If I didn't have time while the light's out, we get pretty overhead lighting, but I needed to go grocery shopping, I'm just saying, and take a nap, and cook breakfast. It was good. It was very good. Anyway, what I like to do is I set aside my filming time, which I really enjoy doing, and then I pair my editing with something that I actually do enjoy. So I will watch TV while I'm editing and uploading videos. I can't actually watch TV while I'm editing the individual clips, but while it's processing, I can be doing that, and I just kind of sit down with a cup of coffee and I get that done. So you do have to set aside the time to film and to edit and to upload, and it's not as hard as you think, but you do have to set aside that time or it just won't get done. Tip number 3. Regular series make it very easy to open up your mind for new ideas when they come. For instance, my Money Monday, Financial Friday weekly Q&A videos did really well, and I was able to create I think I went for 6 months without missing a week, and then I went on vacation and I missed a bunch of weeks, but they'll be back. And that was kind of an easy thing to do, that was easy to produce, and I had the knowledge available to do it. Also, my weekly meal plans were pretty popular when I uploaded them, and that was something that was very easy to just keep filming on a weekly basis and go through. And then I didn't have the pressure of coming up with some great new idea of something to film every week, because I had those that I could do, and it kind of opened up my mind to be able to brainstorm. So also, tag videos and collabs are absolutely fabulous when you're kind of in a mental rut. We all go through them. I've been on YouTube for over 2 years now, and so there have been many a time when I'm like, I just can't think of anything. I got nothing. Unless you want me to film going on a walk with Rory, I got nothing. So I'll look up collabs and tags and stuff like that I might be able to participate in, and I'll upload one of those, and it kind of jingles some things loose. Bonus tip, keep a little notebook of ideas, either on actual pen and paper or in your phone, of when you think of something, write it down. I have a whole bunch of ideas that maybe aren't quite ready to film, but whenever I'm thinking of doing something or I have an opening in my schedule that I want to do, I kind of look back through those and think, is that ready yet? Is there something that I can do with that idea now? And that really helps a lot. Tip number 4, if at all possible, film at least 1 week out. I am absolutely happiest when I'm going into a week, like a Monday, and I have already filmed, edited, uploaded, and scheduled out my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday videos. It's like I'm free. And I can just happily go to bed every single night. I'm not rushed to get something processed or edit something together, and I can just, wake up each morning and be like, I can just go check my comments because I love my comments. Now, this isn't always possible, because life happens, but if you can get to where you can film a couple of videos and have a little bit of a stockpile of just a couple, then if you get sick or if life happens or something like that, you have something that you can throw up and not break that cycle of continuously providing content on your channel without having to constantly come on and be like, sorry, I couldn't do a thing, or I disappeared, or I don't know about you, but I hate those videos. Like, sorry, we haven't been around. No hate on anyone. I've been tempted to make it happen myself, but if you can just pre-plan a little bit and have a couple of basically videos in your pocket so that when all of a sudden something does go wrong, it kind of sets your mind at ease a little bit. You're prepared for when something inevitably happens. So at the moment, I am not a week ahead on videos, but I'm going to work to get that way again, because it's such a freeing feeling to be able to go into a week and be like, I have nothing to do on YouTube this week unless I want to. And then that also kind of opens your mind up to be able to have new ideas. And since you have the time to develop them and make it happen, it's more likely to happen. Finally, tip number 5, cut yourself some slack. I know I just said get ahead, but life happens and your audience cares about you, not necessarily getting their they don't have to know what you ate that week. Your audience cares about you, and they completely understand when life happens. And life happens to all of us. You get sick, your car breaks down, you have a busy week at work, something just goes wrong. And if you have to step away for a second, that's fine. Cut yourself some slack and don't beat yourself up over it. I am the absolute worst about just like, you're so behind, you're so behind, you're so behind. But that's not productive. That's not productive at all. If you need the break, just breathe, give yourself the break, and come back when you're full force and ready to go. So those are my 5 best tips on how to juggle YouTube while you have a full-time job. I really hope that helped you guys a little bit. It's the best I got. It's kind of how I've managed, and I'm not saying I've managed the best, because sometimes life's just a hot mess. But that's pretty much what keeps me going. Those are the rules that I've set for myself to keep myself happy to do YouTube and excited to do YouTube and develop this cool community that I'm now a part of. So thank you so much to Marriage and Motherhood and Our Life on a Budget for inviting me to do this collab. All of the other collaborators will be linked below. I absolutely cannot wait to see everyone else's tips, because I'm gonna steal some. Bye.